August 14th, 1684, Germany has arrived. Hello everyone, my name is King Kongveal, and welcome back to my royal court here in Europa Universalis 4, where I am ruling as the Emperor of Prussia and soon to be the Emperor of Germany. So last episode, we did a bit of expanding. We annexed all of Austria, we incorporated Beirut, got some provinces from France, and then we started a war against Venice and Spain in order to get the remaining German provinces from them. So this episode, I'll finish that war. I will likely work on and finish annexing Ulm and the Palatinate. I'll form Germany and start working through the German mission tree. And on my last video, I got a comment with some ideas of things that I should do in addition to just completing the mission tree, such as uniting all the Germanic countries, like conquering the Low Countries, trying to get the Nordic countries by conquest, PU, or vassalization, plus the Baltic countries and the Finnish region. And I like those ideas. So I think I might try to do a lot of that. Other ideas were conquering an entire colonial region. I could do that, but I don't know if I really want to head into the colonial regions in this game, or revive the historical colonial empire of Germany and the Netherlands and Africa or Asia, or just break the Catholic powers. And that I also like. So I looked at the German mission tree, and it requires me to get a lot of the Low Countries, France, Britain, Italy, Carpathia, and Scandinavia. So I like that idea of just conquering all those things or owning them through subjects. So what I think I might do, in addition to owning all of Germany and South Germany, might try to own all of the Low Countries, France, Britain, Italy, Carpathia, the Baltic, Scandinavia, and maybe all of Poland as well. But we'll see what all I get to. I don't know how far I'll be able to get because there's only about 150-ish years left. So we'll get through what we can, but first we've got to win this war against Venice and Spain. So without further ado, let's unpause and get going with it. I can get my next trade idea, merchant trade power plus 15. All right, Spain's done, and I can even get 1,000 ducats from them. So let's go ahead and piece them out. And now this war just got a heck of a lot easier. Norway got pieced out. Annul all treaties with me. Dang, I was trying to avoid that. I figured since I seized their capital, they would be fine, but I guess not. Sorry, Norway. I also realized that I had almost forgotten to do this mission, where Königsberg needs to be developed to at least 30. But I also need to do it when I have 25 universities. And I don't think I have 25 universities at this point. I think I've got 13, maybe 14. So I need a few more. So let's go ahead and get 15 more. Got 6. So let's take out a couple of loans. I'm making 20 universities, so that should do it. All right, the Pope is done. Let's just get war reps, their money, transfer trade power. And Lisboa just fell, so I can peace out Portugal just for white peace, so I can keep the Defender of the Faith. Can I get everything I need from them? So I can get everything I need from them, all of the provinces in the German region. Let me double check that. Yep, that'll do. And a little bit of money, and let's send the demand. I and my 2 subjects now own the entirety of the North and South German regions. So let's core these up. And take my next trade idea, 25% trade steering. I just need one more. All right. So now I can start deving Königsberg up to 30. They're at 16. So let's encourage development and start getting it. There we go. Developed up to 30. So now I can take the developed Königsberg, but I am going to wait until all of these universities are done to take that, so that I get a golden era until the end of my ruler's life, which actually I will likely wait 6 years till my heir, Frederick Wilhelm von Lorenzen, takes control, and then I'll do it. All right, so now it's time to chill and rebuild my army. I was also thinking, as I was looking through the German mission tree, with all the expansion that I'll need to do, I might want a little bit more absolutism than what I've got. Now, I will get 20 more one-strong duchies, and the integration policy are gone after I finish annexing these two. But I think I might get rid of a couple other things. I could probably get rid of religious diplomats, honestly. I don't think I need that. There's not many Protestant nations. Yeah, there's 6, and I'm 1. My subjects are 2. And there's Norway. Oh, Nitra is Protestant. And Latvia. So it's really just Norway, Latvia, and Nitra. So I could get rid of religious diplomats as well, and that'll be another 10. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go ahead and start annexing Ulm. It'll be done in 31 years. With my max manpower at 163,000, I probably could get rid of the increased levies. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And all of my universities are now complete. So as soon as this dude takes control of my country, I will get the Develop Königsberg mission. I can take my final trade idea, gives caravan power plus 25%, and that also gives +1 merchant and burghers loyalty equilibrium plus 10% for finishing trade ideas. And I get a bunch of policies that I'll check out in a minute. But before I do that, I can take the Emden Company mission, which gives until the end of the game trade efficiency plus 10%, cost to promote mercantilism minus 25%. I get a new war galleon flagship named the King of Prussia. I gain 5 mercantilism and I gain a permanent claim in Macau. All right. But I can also take construct the Kiel Canal. I gain 3,453.29 ducats, and I get German engineering and for the next 20 years, which gives construction cost minus 10% and construction time minus 25%. That's fantastic. And I think I need 10,000 ducats. Yeah, 10,000 ducats to start creating the Kiel Canal. So I might do that. But first, let's check out some of these policies. So in administration, I can get the banking system, trade efficiency plus 10%, and interest per annum minus 2.5. So let's do that. I can also get trade efficiency plus 10% and production efficiency plus 10%. That's very nice. And in Diplo, I can get +1 merchant and plus 25% trade steering. Yes, please. And trade efficiency plus 15%. There we go. Now let's take out some loans. And we can construct the Kiel Canal. And I can upgrade this palace in Vienna. Sure, let's do that. Great. My regent is a loyalist. While we always expect those put in charge of a regency to be loyal to the crown and to the nation, we are happy enough if they don't abuse their position or are directly unloyal and trying to grab power as soon as they are in a position of leadership. Frederick Albrecht is an exception to this rule. Loyal and well-mannered, his proposal by his faction was the best news in months since we expect nothing but the best from him. Good news for once. We get loyalist leader until my heir ascends to the throne get stability cost modifier minus 10%. I can get admin tech 23, which gives some admin efficiency and development cost modifier. All right, my emperor has come to the throne. Frederick Wilhelm III, a 126. Like the military, but everything else sucks. But at least we have a pretty good heir, 445. That will do. That'll do. But now that we have an emperor, a new emperor, one who is young, 15 years old, and will likely be ruling for quite some time, I can take the mission Develop Königsberg, and I have 25 universities. I will get a golden era for the rest of my ruler's life. So let's hope, as much as his admin and diplo skills suck, let's hope he lives for quite some time. All right, so University of Königsberg. Albert of Prussia, the last Grand Master of the Teutonic Knights, erected an academic gymnasium in 1542 on a piece of land behind Königsberg Cathedral on the Kongveal Island of the Pregel River from the Semlad chapter. Those are all words, all right. The University of Königsberg was inaugurated on August 17, 1544, after Albert of Prussia had insisted the deed of foundation of the Collegium Albertinum on 20 July 1544. The University of Konigsberg's first rector was the poet George Sabinus, son-in-law of Philip Melanchthon, and the two Lithuanian scholars, yeah, those names, were among the first professors of the university. So I could do nothing and lose a prestige. Or I can lose about 1,000 ducats, gain 3 innovativeness, gain 100 admin power, and until the end of the game, Konigsberg gets local development cost minus 5% and institution growth plus 0.08. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll take out another loan to do it, but that's fine. The Ottomans have been at war with Hungary, Burgundy, and Florence for quite some time, but apparently they now would like some help. So before I do this, which I'll help out, absolutely, I want to set some provinces of vital interest. All right, so I've set basically all of Poland that Ottomans don't strongly desire as vital interest. Same with Carpathia and all of Burgundy. Let's help out in this war. Lithuania desires some of the provinces I desire. Let's fix that. There we go. I can get Miltech 23, which gives me new infantry and new cavalry. Let's go with the line infantry and the Latin dragoons. I can get my final absolutism age ability, Edict of Absolutism, which I probably won't use. Time for tier 11 and final government reform. We'll do right to petition. That sounds good. All right, looks like Burgundy was pieced out. Oh, everyone was pieced out. And I got 5 provinces, it looks like. Yeah, 5 provinces. Let's see, what did I get? Got this one here and these 4 up here. Okay, sure, that's not too bad. And with that peace deal and with my mission tree all but complete, it's time to form Germany. So let's go ahead and do that. Form the German nation. The Noble Officer Corps is no longer there. That's fine. I've been doing a lot of thinking about the traditions and ambitions and the national ideas, and I think I'm going to stick with the ones I've got. And the reason why is because of this potential coalition, but they're not going to form. If they haven't formed anything I've done recently, I don't expect them to form anytime soon. And I've heard that doing the German ideas will help with the German mission tree. So we'll do the new ideas and ambitions. Yeah. So there we have it. August 14th, 1684. Germany has arrived. So I have a nice big mission tree that I can start working through. So let's start working on that. Blood and Iron. I need 50 provinces. I have 120 in North and South Germany. So this I get permanent claims on Poland, West Prussia, East Prussia, Denmark, and North Jutland. I also get London Eisen for 30 years. Manpower recovery speed plus 10%. Land fire damage plus 10%. And level 3 diplomatic reputation guy for 50% cheaper. I can also break Habsburg. Austria needs to not exist, and there needs to be HRE, which that's done. Till the end of the game, I get yearly prestige plus 0.5, monthly cultural unity plus 0.15. And I gain 15 army tradition, and for each excess army tradition, I gain 3 military power. What's my army tradition currently? 100. So I will gain 45 military power from this. I can also secure the North. I own 7 provinces, at least 7 provinces in the Scandinavia region, and that gives monthly autonomy change minus 0.05 and years of separatism minus 10, and that's until the end of the game, which is fantastic. Schleswig becomes Lower Saxon, and I gain new ports in the Baltic. Until the end of the game, I get trade power plus 50 in Lubbock. And United Industry. I own more than 30 provinces with a manufactory, and I get 100 government reform. And for the next 30 years, construction costs minus 10%. I can also construct the Kiel Canal, but I'm already working on that. I can promote urbanization. I own more than 10 provinces with at least 30 development in the North and South Germany region. And I've developed provinces at least 50 times, and it's 269 times. Yeah. All right. Oh, what did I get from that? I didn't even look. Burger's estate gains 15 loyalty equilibrium until the end of the game. I strengthened the city expansion privilege, estate privilege, making it no longer cost max absolutism. I'll have to check that out. While this privilege is active, completing burger agendas will distribute 3 random development in Germany. That's nice. And the 3 most developed provinces get major city until the end of the game. Local development cost minus 30%. Local goods produced plus 0.4. Local goods produced modifier plus 33%. Wow. All right. I can also get this one, Silverian, by having level 8 government reform, monthly autonomy, average local autonomy, minimum is less than 10%. Monthly income is over 200. Employing an admin level 3 and a Diplo level 3 advisor. And I get customs union estate privilege for the burgers, giving minus 5% Diplo annexation cost. That'll be nice. 0.25% cultural unity and plus 33% trade power modifier in our vassals. I also gained 4,490 ducats. Let's go ahead and get that. I can also take the established chancellorship for gaining 10 Diplo power per month. My capital has a courthouse or townhouse. I'm not running a deficit. And I have 3 advisors, each of 3 skill. So I get 1 possible advisor, strengthen the statesman of the Junkers estate privilege, making it give plus 5 maximum absolutism, and making the decision also recruit a statesman. I also get the event excellent statesmanship. So I can get Statesman Advisors type will provide 0.4 yearly absolutism. I get an Iron Fist at the end of the game, maximum absolutism plus 5. Statesman Advisor provides morale of army, and I get some manpower or get some monthly autonomy change and admin power. Our statesman should rule with an Iron Fist. Let's get the absolutism. I can also take compulsory education for owning more than 10 universities. Until the end of the game, I get culture conversion cost minus 10%, institution spread plus 10%. If I've had radical reforms, which I'm pretty sure I have, I'll be able to get it again. Gain 7.5 innovativeness, and all excess innovativeness will be converted into 10 of each monarch power, which I'm at 100 innovativeness. So that means I will get 75 of each monarch power. Yeah, looks like it. All right, there we go. So I still have the Prussian monarchy tier 1 reform. I didn't realize I would be keeping that. Interesting. For tier 2, I have cultural fragmentation. I cannot obtain cultural union. I get the cultural unity mechanic ability. So I need to figure out what that is. All right, there were a couple of privileges that I like the sound of. One of them was the city expansion privileges. Burgers don't lose land from developing provinces. Doesn't cost max absolutism. And completing burger state agendas. Develop 3 random provinces. I mean, I don't really see any downside to getting this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And the other one was the statement of the Junkers. This gives them some influence. Or I get the agenda to recruit a minister. Sure, let's go ahead and get the statement of the Junkers. All right, and I have this cultural unity. Cultural unity is our measure of integration of culture into our realm. In order to have the culture integrated, cultural unity must reach 100. When integrated, the culture will no longer take an accepted culture slot. With enough integration, we may form a cultural union. Eventually, you can remove the lack of cultural union with the Trust Your Neighbor mission. To begin integrating a culture, use the Choose Culture to Integrate decision. So let's see. Rhinish is the highest percent I've got. So let's see if I can do that one. Yeah, Rhinish. All right, there we go. Bringing Germany together. Centuries of fragmentation and decentralization have brought upon many stark regional differences within Germany. Local rivalries prevail, and a man from the north hardly agrees with a man from the south. It's time to standardize the German tongue, reconcile the feuding folk. It's time to bring the age of disunity to an end. So I can do Rhinish, so let's integrate Rhinish. All right, and I just got the achievement in Early Reich form Germany. And I can get Diplotech 22. Also need to get the Customs Union estate privilege for the burgers. Can I do that at this point? I can't. But that would make Diplo annexation cheaper. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start integrating the Palatinate as well. Let's go ahead and do it. Total control on 100 or more provinces with no local autonomy or unrest. Just got that achievement. Wow, I'm now making a boatload of money. All right, let's get 30 heavy ships. Spain entered a coalition against me. So I might need to do is declare war here soon so that France can't join as well. Wow, Russia will come in. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Declare war on France for Liège. Spain left the coalition against us because there's basically no one left that could join. Russia showing up. Nice of them to actually, participate in a war with me finally. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and stop the war here. I basically did what I wanted to, which was stop the coalition, and I'll have a peace treaty with France for 7 years. That'll give me a little bit of time to recoup. I'll be taking 2 provinces from them and a little bit of money. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, I'm going to remove the patronage of the arts privilege and find the cultural unity one. Customs union, that's it. Diplomatic annexation cost minus 5%. Monthly cultural unity plus 0.25. Yeah. Now I'm gaining 1.82 cultural unity per month. I never looked at the German ideas. So start out with infantry compatibility plus 15% and yearly legitimacy plus 1. End with 1 diplomatic relation. And in the meantime, minus 2 national unrest, minus 10% technology costs, that's great. Plus 5% discipline, that's also great. Plus 10% trade efficiency, plus 0.5 yearly army tradition, plus 5% admin efficiency, and goods produced modifier plus 20%. That is awesome. I'm going to re-ally Norway. I had meant to do that before. All right, my culture was integrated. It is said that each day there is a German family that resolves their disputes. It is said that under our rule, a German started to trust their neighbor. Today, we can proudly say that another family, an entire culture even, has been integrated into the greater family. Great news. So I get integrated culture Rhinish until this culture is demoted, giving the following effect: max promoted culture plus 1 and gain Rhinish as an accepted culture. So next up looks like is Franconian. Let us integrate Franconians. I have 30 heavy ships now, so I can get the mission Imperial Navy, which gives 20 naval tradition, and unlock the Hanseatic Doctrine Naval Doctrine, which gives some trade power and tradition from protecting trade. I also gain a permanent claim on South African subcontinent. The Kiel Canal in Holstein is now complete. This is a day to celebrate. And with that, I can take the mission, construct the Kiel Canal. The Great Project gives an additional merchant, and trader advisors will provide plus 5% domestic trade power. And Holstein and Dithmarschen both gain 2 base tax, 2 base production, and 1 base manpower. Fantastic. And with the construction of a shipyard in Oldenburg, I can take the mission Found Wilhelmshaven, which is what Oldenburg will be renamed to. I create a new heavy ship flagship in Oldenburg. Oldenburg gets North Sea Navy port until the end of the game, gives naval force limit modifier, local ship building time modifier, local ship cost modifier, and local ship repair modifier. Let's see, they gave it hull sheathing, which is flagship durability. Okay. Trade, route maps. Nah, not what I would want on a heavy. And fleet blockade impact on siege. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Really just one of the 3 that I'm really happy with. All right, I think I'm going to declare war on Nitra and full annex them. And then I'll also likely take some from Hungary as well, but I'm not sure exactly what or how much. And let's go ahead and get this started. I can call in the Ottomans, Lithuania, and Russia, but I don't need to. And they've got 60,000 troops. Well, a lot less now. So I was just looking at this, and I realized I don't really care about aggressive expansion anymore. So let's go ahead and get rid of this church ability. And instead, I think I'm going to go with the admin-free policy. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, Ulm has been annexed. And I can peace out Hungary. I'm going to take basically what I can in Poland, which is 7 provinces. I wish it was 8, because I'll be 1 short of the provinces I need for my mission. Oh well. And I can also peace out Nitra for full annexation. That's done. Now my manpower hurts again. Russia's calling me into war against the Great Horde, who's allied with Lithuania. I don't want to break my alliance with Lithuania, but I'm sure I'll be able to get it back. I'm going to build up a spy network on Latvia and start working on that since they are in the Baltic region and I want all of the Baltic region. Culture integrated. Franconian is an accepted culture. Now let's see what's up next. Saxon, it looks like. So let's integrate Saxons. I can get Miltech 24. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, I'm fabricating a claim on Latvia and declaring war. All right, Latvia fell pretty quick. I actually could have pieced out a while ago, but I got distracted in the other war I was in. So let's go ahead and full annex Latvia. I'm finally positive in the manpower too, so that's good. And I think I'm going to declare war on Utrecht, and I'll fully annex them, and I'll take as much of the Low Countries from Burgundy as I can. So let's go ahead and do this war too. You know, I'm going to call Norway and the Ottomans into this war, mainly because I can't get down to the Papal States, and I'm hoping that one of them will be able to, or will be able to allow me to get down there. Man, Russia's really having an issue with the Golden Horde in Lithuania. I mean, I haven't really helped out too much, but the Palatinate has, and I've done a bit, but they are struggling over there. The Papal States are done. Let's take war reps and their money. And Burgundy is done. So I'm taking these 2 provinces up here and these 3 here. Try to get some more in the Low Countries. Let's send that demand. And I'm going to have to wait a little bit till I finish coring up all of these provinces before I take these last 2, because I don't want to go over 100 overextension. All right, there's the peace deal, and they didn't give me anything. That's all right. Yeah, and I'm never going to get the alliance back with Lithuania. That's fine. I can get admin tech 24, which gives counting houses and more governing capacity. All right, there's a bunch of provinces cored up, so it's time to annex Utrecht. There we go, all done. And let's core up all these. Well, what I can. And seize land, up to 82% crown lands. That's not too bad. I own 8 level 3 centers of trade because I just upgraded Hamburg to a world port. Culture integrated, very nice. Time for the next one. Austrian is up next. So let's integrate the Austrians. All right, there's January 2nd, 1700, and the Enlightenment. The last century has seen rationalism and empiricism gaining an ever-increasing popularity among the great minds of the age. In letters, publications, or coffee houses, kings, scientists, philosophers, and literateurs are discussing the merits of tolerance, the scientific method, and the spreading of Enlightenment ideals to all humanity. From universities or courts of enlightened monarchs, expeditions are being sent to measure, catalog, weigh, and map the world so that we can better understand the laws that govern the things around us. Others discuss the laws that govern society and try to reach an understanding of the rights of man. In Jaipur, a colossal undertaking has begun in the assembly of a complete encyclopedia of all knowledge. The light of reason has now been lit, and many will not rest until it has been brought to all corners of the earth. So it spawns in Jaipur, all the way over here in India. That sucks. But this changes everything. All right, so that brings us to an end to this episode, and quite a bit happened today. We ended up victorious in that war against Venice, Spain, and Portugal, taking the rest of the German region. So we now own all of North Germany and South Germany, or at least we will in a year, once my final subject, the Palatinate, has been annexed. I finished, or just about finished, the Prussian mission tree. I formed Germany, as you can see here. I fought France, mainly just to stop a coalition from forming, took a couple of provinces from them. I fought Hungary, along with the Ottomans, took some lands, or was given some lands from them. I fought Nitra, which also caused me to fight Hungary, so I took some more lands in Poland and Carpathia. I fought and annexed Latvia to get some lands up in the Balkans, and I fought Utrecht and Burgundy, and took some lands in the Low Countries. These are to try to do the German mission tree, which I was already able to do quite a bit of, but still have a lot I need to do. I might be able to, if not complete it, do most of it. The only ones I'm really not sure about are the Scramble for Africa and the Overseas Empire. So things are going pretty well. I'm pleased with how this episode went, and I'm really looking forward to next episode where I will continue just expanding through the Low Countries, France, Italy, Carpathia, the Baltic, and Scandinavia in order to continue completing my mission tree. So if you enjoyed this episode, please come back next week for the next one and check out my other playthroughs on this channel. I've got a really fun Aragon to Rome run going, so definitely check that out. And be sure to head over to my other channel, Kongveal Survives, where I live stream survival games twice a week. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, however much of it is left, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.